Never heard tell of any river champion. Not sure what to make of that. But you're welcome to ask Eivor.
Sunniva, and stranger, what brings you to our shores?
Vaughn and his crew claim to be raiders of great treasures. They seek to join with Ravenstone.
If you wish to join us, we only ask for hard work and loyalty. No need of silver or gold.
Wouldn't say no to it, either.
It is good to meet you, Eivor. And there is more in this for you than precious metals. We may seem weary and ragged, but we know secret routes of England's coasts, where you will find a wealth of resources for Ravensthorpe.
You seek to share them with us. Why?
When the table is laden with too great a feast, you gather friends round to enjoy. We seek friends and feasting. Let me show you. I will take you out on a raid, once we repair our ship.
I appreciate the offer, and accept it. And how do you judge our dock?
Ah, now that's a dock worthy of our longship. Come and talk to me whenever you are ready to leave.
Yes, one more. And only because you all have such good taste. Now, this...
I'm grateful to see Basim returned. There's so much more I wish to learn from him.
Jorvik is now free of the Order's influence.
Brilliant as ever, my friend. Thank you for all you have done. Ah, here is something for you. An odd letter arrived a few days ago, signed by one calling himself...
A poor fellow soldier of Christ.
That's right. Someone you know.
Not by sight, but this soldier has intimate knowledge of the Order. He's the reason I have found them so easily in the cities.
The letter says you must travel to Winchester, visit God's house and look for a man in white. Then recite this passage. When pride cometh, then cometh shame. But with the lowly cometh wisdom.
All right. I'll speak with Randvi, get a fuller picture of all this.
Do you need something?
Here. This marks fewer members of the Order.
Another one? You are certainly proficient. As a token of my deep gratitude, I want you to have this. You have done well, but there are more still.
Keep this. It serves your cause better than it does my pocket.
Ah, good. I hope this one did not give you too much trouble. As a token of my deep gratitude, I want you to... There is more to be done, Eivor.
I have to go.
Then go in peace.
Now, this one begins long time ago at a desert oasis, far away, a place of myth.
My love. I want to see the Alliance map. Hytham received a message from Winchester, from someone calling himself a poor fellow soldier of Christ.
Your hidden ally. Very interesting. More targets, I assume.
Yes. So what do you think? Could it be a trap?
As a West Saxon stronghold, Winchester will be a rather unwelcome place for you. But that is nothing you cannot handle. If you go, do not go boldly.
I'll make my way to Winchester. The letter asked me to meet a man in white at a house of God, and then recite this phrase. When pride cometh, then cometh shame. But with the lowly cometh wisdom.
A passage from their holy book, I believe. Interesting. Go with care.
We sweat and toil to reach this moment.
The Ancient Ones lap at my sweat now. That war sweat the Roman gods hate so much, we long for.
This god, or that. A good feast with fresh battle milk on your brows is not something you will ever taste again.
Choke on my bones.
Best go hooded here. The seat of King Alfred's power, where hawkshit stains my boots. I will find the man in white in their god's house. This must be the house of their timid god. They built him a rich dwelling.
Dane treads the cobbles of God's house. In search of Christ's redemption, I hope.
Your Christ can wait his turn. It's you I've come to see.
Is that so?
When pride cometh, then cometh shame. But with the lowly cometh wisdom. You know these words, and you know why I speak them.
I do. But I am not yet satisfied that you are the one for the task ahead. As Jesus said unto Thomas, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Speak the deeds of Christ in order. Only then will you cometh unto my Lord.
I have nothing for you now, but I will return.
Even the mighty fall, and God's servant, the Bishop Aelfirth, was mighty indeed.
He bathed in the river, so a gentle wash brings them closer to their God. He rose from the dead. A nice trick, and not easily done. Their god brings them light, just as Baldur does. Light as bright as the summer sun.
Speak the deeds of Christ in order.
God breathed on the water, and in the Jordan River he was cleansed of all sin.
His baptism.
On the mountain his face shone like the sun, and he became light.
His transfiguration.
The women came with offerings, but they could not find him when they looked among the dead.
His resurrection. And Jesus said, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness. Well spoken.
Are the riddles done?
That is not for me to decide, for I am not the one who summoned you. If you follow, I will lead you to him.
I solved your riddle, and all I get is silence. Who am I to meet?
Shh. Even a fool, when he keeps silent, is considered wise.
Yet men become wise by speaking with other men. They grow foolish when keeping to silence.
Hush! You're prattling offends God's ears. We're here.
May Christ, whose terror scares away the foul throngs, make with me a strong covenant. Was God's lesson instructive?
I learned that my gods and yours inspire tales of equal amusement. They make me howl with laughter.
A dull answer, but a battle-blunted axe may yet be sharpened.
Do all the priests in Winchester have this same skill for drama? You risk your life, Alfred King.
I have invited you here to speak on equal terms. Do the Dane laws of hospitality not apply in Wessex?
You gifted my Jarl to that whelp from the Order of Ancients, the warrior Fulke.
Fulke was an enemy of Wessex. But it seems someone has already removed her threat from my lands.
If you did not hear it was me, you have now.
Impressive. The Order of Ancients has surely been crippled by her loss.
How much do you know of this order?
Only this and little more. This letter, signed by one who calls himself a poor fellow soldier of Christ, warns of a plot against my life.
The gallows, the quill, the Sikhs, free men eager to kill you.
2 now. The Bishop Aelfirth is dead. He was the Sikhs, so far as I can tell.
And a humble servant of your god. That must sting.
Still, his death has strengthened Christian fellowship in Winchester. I pray the deaths of his colleagues will do the same.
You have faced warriors like me many times before, and many times you have lost or been cheated. Why trust me now?
I have men in London and Jorvik. Men who send me reports on the rise and fall of the tides of war. Not long ago, men and women of some influence were murdered in those places. In oddly specific circumstances. When I received this letter from our poor fellow soldier, it did not take long to work out why. I don't know your motive, nor what you hope to gain. All I ask is that you finish the work you have begun, before these fallen souls infest England further.
I should let the Order kill you. It would speed our conquest of England.
You may remove the organs of state. The cancer will remain.
Then promise me a reward I can sing about. A healthy king's weight in silver.
Very well. As much as you can carry. This morning, my reeve, Goodwin, was not at his post.
A man you trust?
Goodwin was following the clues given in this letter when he disappeared.
Where was he last seen?
At his house, by the west gate. You may find something there. Eivor, compose yourself while you are my guest. My city is not a battlefield.
Not yet, Great King, but the day will come. I need to find this reef, Goodwin.
me Alfred's trinket or I'll piddle in your port.
Winchester mourns a good bishop and a strong, virile man.
A pot full of piss? I'm happy to oblige.
Goodwin gone, and guards sniffing around. So where would they have taken him?
Ego sum verite, quantum amas equi elegit, ad peccato, orie me, vitae per.
I shall whittle in your... If you don't give me Alfred...
Someone disagrees with Alfred educating the people of Winchester. Papers thrown on the fire. Goodwin covering his tracks, or the guards destroying evidence. Broken bowls, food scattered. They took him by force. There must be a garrison in the city. A violent struggle with the guards. They must have taken him to Winchester's garrison. I should not be seen in this area. Be my eyes, Sunan.
trees to build more prisons for men who steal apples.
We have this.
For battle!
I was starving. My baby's son close to death. Would you not steal to save your child?
I am looking for the Reeve.
Selwyn? That bastard said I stole an apple. He'll see me hang for it.
Not Selwyn, Reeve Goodwin. Was arrested not long ago.
Arrested? Oh, that's as funny as a dose of the pox.
The prisoners might know something. What see you, old friend? Thick walls and thicker guards. A place to keep a valuable man. Reeve Selwyn ordered executions for petty theft and mudslinging, a husband and wife to be carried out soon.
With me! Watch for my lead!
A Dane in Winchester. These are strange times.
King Alfred sent me, pleading from his bended knee to find someone.
I know Alfred well enough to spot a bloody lie when I hear it. If he did send you, he was standing tall and proud.
That he was, and you are the man I've come to find, Goodwin. Do you know why?
If I had one guess, to find these heretics from the Order of Ancients and bury them so deep, even God would need a shovel.
So where do we start digging?
My research should help us. If they haven't burned it already, it'll be somewhere nearby.
I will find your research. Now go, before they find their wolf has fled his cage.
Let's regroup beyond the walls!
Must be blocked from the other side. Goodwin's research against the Order of Ancients.
Is this what you want, you filthy swindler? A pond full of piss? I'm happy to oblige. your last warning! Give me Alfred's trinket or I'll give in your paw!
I am grateful for your help.
It's a brazen move to arrest Alfred's favored reeve.
This so-called order are nothing but deviled shit peddlers.
Shit peddlers who have wormed their way into every crevasse of your country. They're dangerous.
I didn't catch your name, did I?
Eivor of the Raven Clan. Scourge of Mercia, if that name doesn't rattle some recognition.
Well, Eivor, when our three heretics smolder on a heap of ash, we'll down a cup of ale together and share our distaste of Mercians like old friends.
Alfred believes at least one is dead. Your Bishop Aelfirth was the Sikhs.
Bugger. Half of Winchester is in mourning for that nun-groper.
I found this nailed on a door. The quill wields words like a knife.
A disputation of tutelage. Pretty chatter with poisoned intent. I will look into this more.
The gallows? What do you know of him?
Must be another reeve, I'm sure of it. Only we have the power to mete out justice. And this one would walk with cocksure righteousness.
Is Selwyn a name you know? He seems to have judged and executed many for little more than stealing ale and bread.
Of course. That hedge pig has brought down laws like a hammer on Winchester. Executing sinners on spurious charges in the square.
Could it be another?
He's the man. He's the only one who fits. End his terror, Eivor.
Ways, taking his servant in so terrible a fire.
Bishop Aelfirth was no man of God.
Stretch your wings, Sunan.
Good people of Winchester, open your eyes. See how Alfred's lofty ideals are weighed down in this mire of human effluence. These prisoners before you do not live by Alfred's laws. They live above them. They wallow in shit, only guided by their own perversity. Hubert here, his wits addled by ale, spoke false of Bishop Aelfirth, our pious servant of Winchester, who even now lies cold in his grave shroud.
Aelfirth was no man of God. He'll burn for his sins.
Your wife is obeying shrew, Hubert. Is there a man here who has not supped rancid mead from her cup?
When will your work be done, Selwyn? When all of Winchester falls to your justice?
Between his Swickland moose.
Quellati! Quellati ella!
Invades!
Winchester has passed judgment, Hubert. May God have mercy on your cankerous soul.
In the grain, Alfred has set the trap. You cannot see and be even at our heart. You cannot slander and keep your tongue. You cannot walk freely through our streets, mocking our laws, our king's edicts. So I ask, who has the right to determine the fate of the perverse if not the goodly people of Winchester? I am but your humble servant.
Leona, you have been found guilty of harlotry and defamation. May God have mercy on your pockmarked soul.
Perverter of justice! Who dares execute the king's noose?
It is not in Alfred's name that you carry out your work. You are the Order's executioner.
You peer through the veil, but you do not see clearly. Aelfred's laws are a slave's fever dream. He offers shit-soaked beggars a seat at his table, where the meek devour the strong. Who best to judge the fate of the wretched many, if not the strong and worthy few?
To protect your people, you must sheathe your hand in an iron glove.
You grind your heels into the backs of freed men, not those who deserve it.
The Order condemns all men to pain. For all men are but a shadow of the perfection we should know. The perfection of the Ancient Ones.
You are only a man, Reed. One dead branch on a fast-dying tree. I should meet with Goodwin, see what he has found on the quill. Go, Sunan.
A cheerful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones. Does Magister Batter not teach you the scriptures?
Magister Batter is a horse's dangles.
And here is the axe I used to swat a fly.
You have ventured from your burrow.
And you have plunged my city into chaos. I had hoped you would use the lessons of your subtler gods.
We have no subtle gods.
If the gallows is truly dead, perhaps we can allow cautious revelry?
It may be I should take my Dane guild now. Leave you to the snakes that remain.
Forgive my outburst. God sowed in me a passion, but English prose is an instrument long out of tune.
We all want better for our people, don't we, Eivor? Yours and ours.
The quill remains. What do we know?
The decay of learning has been gentle in Wessex. We enjoy the office of wise men, but we have neglected the study of wisdom.
The quill preys on this lapse.
Did you discover more from the writings I found?
I did. The quill is calling the children of Winchester to arms. Now we know why so many children scurry through the streets. Feral and untutored.
I can talk to some, see where they lead me.
Good. Find me at the alehouse when you're done. And try not to scare the piss from any of them.
We Norse are the monsters of your Saxon mother's bedtime tales. I promise nothing. I see you, child. Come.
The bad reeve, Selwyn. I saw you punish him in the square.
He hurt many people.
Yes. He hurt my mother to death. Then took her good luck charm. Perhaps you found it? A little carved tree. It is all I have to remember her by.
Such a sad story. Take this. Perhaps it'll keep you off the streets and out of trouble.
For me? Oh, thank you.
Spry little mouse. Will you lead me to your quill?
Heaven will swallow the smoke of Aelfrith's pyre.
Very poetic. But he's going to be buried in the grounds of the Minster. Do you believe in souls? Part of us that lives on with God after we die. Bishop Aelfrith's passing has made me wonder.
I didn't scroll on nothing!
Godspeed! You'll set Winchester ablaze!
Roly-poly mutton man, you can't catch me!
Oh, God help me. I'd rather be shoveling dung in Malvern again.
Like his young now, he'll crack his head like a fresh hen's egg! He's going to fall! Oh, my days, I can't...
Cast about this land, my friend. What is that boy doing all the way up there?
Go on, Eivor. It's yours. Again? You should mind your own beeswax.
Elwyn, is it? You wield fire like the flaming Jotnar.
It was burning when I found it. Hot days like this, things just go whoosh. Well? Oi! Wigbert! You great moon calf.
Hand it over, Alwyn. We saw your little shadow take it. What you looking at?
I'm not sure. Looks like an old lady's been rolling in shit with all the other ugly sows. Harken that dress, maybe?
That showed them.
Trouble seems to follow you.
And I wriggle out of it like a slippery eel. Why are you following me?
I'm looking for the quill. So I'm asking you, his little worker bees.
Us? Working for the quill? Shows what you know.
Is that so?
I am innocent as a lamb. They were the quill's thugs and you killed them. Wouldn't want to be in your boots.
It sounds like you owe me your life.
This one's brave and strong. Might be able to help us.
So you're not working for the quill?
We steal to stay alive and out of the quill's clutches.
But you know where I can find him.
They come up from the sewers like rats. Go on, give her what you took. Maybe she can save us. Good luck, Dane. Try not to get maimed and all that.
Sunan, guide me. I should watch out for a mousetrap.
Things. But Magister Batter says stealing is wrong. I didn't get nothing today. Everyone died and left me alone on the streets.
There's never enough food. I'm always starving. she?
Now, Elwyn. Few have the wit that you and I possess. Most see the world in simpler terms, where we are the weaker sex.
A broodmare who preys on innocence and you brag about strength.
How little you know. Defend your mistress!
Your life is mine.
Come, child. Whisper what you've learned, and Mother will give you a treat.
Coward! Using children to spy and steal for your order.
To educate them. Give me a child until he is 7, and I will give you the man. Or woman. What use are letters when a child can only write his name in pig shit? Or wisdom in a woman when she cannot wield it beyond her heart? I taught little Alwyn so much more. Saved her from a life less worthy. She will find enlightenment in the Order, just as I did. If I could save them all, I would.
But you can't. You have corrupted too many to save too few.
My order is the only way forward. It can quench our thirst for knowledge. If only Alfred's slave faith is defeated. And what would you sacrifice for infinite knowledge?
An immeasurable gift. Why refuse it?
Not their innocence.
A pity. Non requiescat in pace.
Goodwin said to meet him at an alehouse nearby.
guzzle the grub? Prove it!
Eivor!
Is this where Justice hides when she's tired?
Hides? Splood, no. This is a wake, my friend. A celebration to ease the quill on her way to eternal damnation.
You heard.
Hilda's were not the only eyes in Winchester. My spies tell me stories of an avenging angel striking down the unworthy.
I have been called worse.
Be thou hail, Eildorbana. That's Life Destroyer in our dialect.
I said easy with my kinsbane. Old honey waves alive in my horn, and my eyes on the door, expecting my death, yet unafraid.
You're quite safe with me, Dane. For now. If the mead is fresh and the air is cool, you may often find a friend even amongst your enemies.
I could use someone like you in my settlement, with ink on his fingers and a sense of honor.
I would love to devote myself to the study and practice of the law. There is a weariness in war I wish I could shake off.
Impossible. Even in death, our battles will rage on. It's the way of things.
I must thank you before the ale dulls me. By cutting the order down to size, you have given England a hope of unity. It must be a sour apple to swallow, knowing that you are the last of Winchester's enemies.
A reward will ease my hurt. As much silver as a longship can carry.
All in good time. A witan has been called to deal with our dead bishop. When this business is done, Alfred will shower you with silver.
Are you sure the Sikhs is dead?
The bishop is dead, that's certain. And if the bishop was the Sikhs is dead. A transitive property of mortality, you see.
I don't believe it. Too much theater in Winchester. Overwrought players and wailing women.
Well, you could pay your respects and see for yourself. The funeral is today.
If he rots, I will leave with my silver. But if he lives, there's work to be done.
Watch your step, Eivor. He'll be a hefty corpse in death. Alive, he'd be much bigger. Whether you find or make a corpse, meet me at the
If the bishop is worm meal, then here should be the proof. A peasant's clothes. Strange discovery in a churchyard.
Stranger comes to Wember.
You do not mourn like they do.
Wember is always here, helping the sleeping, singing to them, so they are not frightened before they meet God.
The sleeping? You mean the dead?
Wember helps the monks. Dig, dig, dig.
You dig the graves. Did you bury Elfirth?
Have you seen Layoff? My poor friend. Poor Layoff.
What about the Bishop Elfirth? Did you dig his grave?
No, no. I don't bury a lord in a pauper's husk. Poor Layoff. They showed him their gleaming blade.
Someone hurt your friend Layoff?
Yes, yes. And while he slept, they stole his face.
Lord grant my brother Eilfir eternal bliss. Do you not see? I am in prayer.
May we speak of your brother's death?
Have you no shame? Leave me.
I will leave you in peace then.
Lord grant my brother Eilfir.
Did you know
eternal
Bishop
bliss.
Aelfirth?
Barely.
Where joy endures
Can
for
you still
all
smell
those
the
beloved
burned
of God.
flesh? It's rife across the whole graveyard.
The face is burned, and his clothes don't seem to fit his frail body. It could be Wemba's friend. And this corpse's build is slight, frail. Goodwin said Aelfirth was a brute. This funeral is a shadow play. The Order killed an innocent, burned his face.
What now?
A pretty show you have laid on here. But I know the truth.
You would dare speak to me? When my poor brother Aelfirth lies cold in his shroud.
Your brother is the Sikhs, and no more dead than I am.
Heresy. My brother was the Bishop of Winchester.
When Goodwin got too close to the truth about your brother's place in the Order, you buried him. Or rather, you buried another in his place. The poor gravedigger's friend. Burning his face so no one would know.
How did you... No, I...
Your brother is not in that crypt. Tell me where he is before more lives are lost.
I will not tell you anymore. Guards! All right, have your way. They won't do you any good.
Finish her!
Why will you not leave me alone?
Enough of this, cat and mouse. Where is your brother, the one they call the Sikhs?
He is a ghost now. But he will make himself flesh once more at the Witten. And Alfred will be king no more.
He means to kill Alfred?
Regicide? No. The king will step aside and Aelfirth will lead us all. Risen and resplendent as the Lord.
You are a damned fool. Have a look, Sunan.
Always salty. Surely driven your hair in.
Anglo-Saxons prospered in both warfare and wisdom. But the decay of English warriors has been
The Sikhs must be hiding in the crowd, biding his time to strike at Alfred.
How can we understand God's words if they are not spoken in our tongue? Eilfir is dead, and we mourn it. But the foul deeds of the unrighteous are sown among our holy deeds, like cockles and tare in a field of wheat. Education. Enlightened thought. This will raise us above the sins of our fathers. These I will demand of the next Bishop of Winchester. And so we meet to discuss all worthy candidates and choose the man who will shepherd our flock.
The king is mine!
By God, it's true. The bishop lives.
Stand down, Goodwin.
How sweet is the shepherd's pipe when he calls his lambs to slaughter. I was born to Christians in the northern wilds. My mother would cradle me beneath the stars and whisper, dove-like, God watches over you. Then your people came. And God fixed his stout eye as they slit her throat for a copper ring. No stars threw down their spears as barbarians smeared her blood through fields of broken wheat. God watched all, and I hated him.
It may be Alfred's god was testing you. A trial you failed.
Alfred's god is weak. Yet he would chain us all in his service, from our first breath to our death rattle. My order wishes to break these mind-forged manacles. I am the wolf in lamb's wool.
He takes on the role of a god himself. A worthy path to walk.
A wolf is but a walking feast for ravens.
One more gift for you, Dane. A deadly truth, if you can find it. With my death, the Order will not die. It will all transform into something far worse for all of us.
Eilfir will not cheat Loki's dread daughter twice.
I owe you my life.
An irony not lost on me, Alfred.
My king, we'll go by back streets to the Old Minster. Eivor may find us there when all has settled.
Eilfir, my love! No! Curse you, Dane! My brother served God.
He was not a Christian. He abhorred your god.
But why strike him down? Have you no compassion for good men?
We both have more questions than answers. But if you know this key, perhaps we can help one another. Where is its home?
You treated me with kindness. But this damned order, their machinations killed my brother, so the rest may rot. Take this key to the ruins beneath the bishop's house. You may find answers there.
Show me. If Eilfor's sister spoke true, I will find answers in the ruins. This must be it. The door to Eilfor's secrets. I will send this to Hytham. He may make some sense of it. Jammed. Need to get on the other side. The other side must be barred. Jammed. Need to get on the other side. side must be barred. Must be blocked from the other side. Everything they did was to undermine Alfred. She lied to me. There is nothing here of the Order. I should see Alfred for my reward.
Come forth, Eivor.
Here is far enough.
When wrongdoers came to devour my flesh, these enemies stumbled and fell.
Have the laws of hospitality been thrown out, Alfred? I did exactly as we agreed.
That you did. But do not mistake necessity for friendship.
You are a man of your word, a man of God.
Indeed. By his example, I live my life. Goodwin?
Here is the only silver fit for one of your dragon boats. A reminder of Christ's sacrifice and our charity.
This too I offer you. Live here among us in peace as a Christian, or die a pagan in a blood-soaked field. All you have to lose is life everlasting.
And if I choose neither?
He offers you hope, Eivor. A life of purpose, above and beyond this one. You'd be a fool to refuse.
Your reign will end, King of the West Saxons. Raven wings will beat until your throne crumbles to dust.
You were wrong, Goodwin. This one is beyond saving.
You had your chance, damn you!
I did not want it. Damn you, Alfred! I will return to Hytham and Randvi. They will want to know what happened here.
Send me a sign, O Lord. Illuminate my true path. For you are the shepherd, and I am the lamb who follows your lamb. You are the light of the world. So do these rays mean something? Send me a sign, O Lord. Illuminate my true path. For you are the shepherd, and I am the lamb who follows your lamb.
one begins a long time ago at a desert oasis, far away.
Good day. The Order in Winchester has been wiped out, but we are no longer welcome there. My contact was none other than King Alfred himself. The Order wanted him dead, so he fought back.
Alfred? The line between friend and enemy is a porous one.
Eivor, the time has come. Our time.
Our time for what?
My final glory awaits.
Your final glory. I fear to ask what that means.
Do I not speak plainly? My time in Midgard is done. I wish now to see the hall of my ancestors.
If you wish to die, it will not be by my hand.
I do not speak of death, Eivor. I speak of life. Life and glory everlasting. I know I've been in a fog these last few weeks. I know I speak words you don't fully understand. But I only ask you trust me once more. On my final voyage, back to Norway, to wish my father farewell, and achieve my destiny.
Back to Norway? I need to discuss this with Randvi.
If you must. I will await your answer down by the docks. Do not keep me waiting.
My love.
I want to see the Alliance map. I have changed my mind. I should go. I should go. Looks like I have a new letter. I want to see the Alliance map. I have changed my mind. I should go. Basim, have you spoken with Sigurd lately?
We talk from time to time. Why?
Have you noticed any change in him? Any loss of happiness or feeling?
He appears to me more thoughtful, introspective.
Thoughtful? That seems an understatement. He speaks as if he hears the voices of the gods whispering in his ear.
We live in a strange time, Eivor. Among stranger people. Sigurd may be among the blessed. But who can say for certain?
Indeed. I should go. I want to see the Alliance map. It may be time to return to Norway. Sigurd is eager to see his father and beyond that I do not know.
I have heard ill news about Styrbjorn in the past year. If you go with care.
We'll leave now, and return as soon as we're able.
Good. And be safe. Both of you.
Long time ago, at a desert oasis, far away.
Eivor, what a pleasure to see. Sigurd.
Shall we then, Eivor? To Norway, and well beyond.
To Norway, then.
Good, good. Lead on.
Let the sail out!
So strange.
A few years abroad have shaped us more than all the decades we spent here, brother.
And it's bloody cold. Colder than I remember.
We need an epic tale.
This is Harald's fair hair's kingdom now. Every peak and fjord. It pains me to say it, to think it even.
And our father, his fool. Poor man.
It is a role he chose. He bent easily and broke in half. Do not pity him.
No.
For many moons I could not sleep, always thinking of his betrayal. The horrors I wished upon him. He deserves nothing but shame now.
Put it out of your mind, Sigurd. There's no need to hound the old man.
No. He must taste the same foulness that I taste. He must know what glory he missed by staying here, the lapdog of a conqueror.
You want to speak with him?
Yes. Face to face. I will tell him the truth. Alrekstad. It thrives. In spite of our father, no doubt.
Are you sure of this?
I will say what needs to be said.
Do you fear his rebuke?
Oh no. I crave it. It may be the old hound has lost his bark.
Or it may be you light a fire beneath him, inspire him with tales of our glory.
If I do...
What do you see?
If I do, I'll stoke that flame until it burns.
Sail down! Can't remain long in this ice bath. Stretch your wings, Sunan.
I have an iron stomach.
That poor soaker, he never leaves.
Go, my eyes.
From sunup to sundown, he just sits there, staring into his horn.
Once, just once, I'd have him take a...
We should go. Look at him.
Father.
Sigurd? My son, Eivor! By Odin's blessing, come and let me look at you both.
That is far enough.
Blood of Tyr! What happened there? A grievous wound you have. Are you well?
Far better than I look, I assure you.
This calls for a toast. Your journey must have been long and cold. A drink to warm your blood.
We are not here to drink or make merry. Only to look upon the wreckage of a once great man.
And then what? Make new war against King Harald? Stake a claim on his crown? Is that your wish? To sow more chaos here?
You're absurd, old man. What could possibly interest me in this frozen backwater?
I heard rumors that England was infested with kings already. I thought maybe you would return here to...
I've cast aside all dreams of kingship, father. A much greater end lies in wait for me. I have returned for one reason only. To say goodbye. And to thank you for your colossal failure.
Failure?
As a father, as a king, as a man. For without it, I would not have discovered my true self.
My failure, as you call it. My oath to King Harald was the only sensible path forward for a man in my situation.
It was your right to pledge your crown to another. And I know you did what you thought best for the safety of our clan.
As Harald's forces advanced, I knew we did not have the strength to oppose him. We were too disorganized, too weak. With the sun ever absent, always off raiding in some far-flung land, never concerned with the duties of kingship. What choice did I have but to pledge my allegiance to him? A man with ambition and an army to match it.
Absent? I acted only as the son of a king must, to earn you riches, to bring you glory, to praise your name.
The people of Constantinople had no use for my name, Sigurd. I needed you here.
Listen to this weeping old goat!
I wish you whatever peace you may find in this new life you have found.
I did not find it, Eivor. I chose it. The only way forward that did not lead to more violence and death and grief your father would have understood. He died to avoid a similar fate, to save his family at the cost of his reputation.
No. My father, he was...
He loved you. That is all.
Argon nonsense. I've heard enough.
Sigurd, from the day you were born, I wanted nothing more than to pass on my title, my land, my people, to you. But 1 year is never like another, and with the passage of time, certain truths appeared, unavoidable. Ours was the last kingdom in Norway to resist Harald's advance. To oppose him would have been our death.
You do not know that. We could have fought back.
We could have, yes, and suffered countless deaths for no other reason than to protect our pride.
We will never know the truth, because you were too afraid to risk it.
Look after him, Eivor. And if you have the chance, lead him back from the edge of the abyss.
He is my brother, not my dog. Be well, old man, and serve your king with honor.
This sad business is finished. And good riddance. And now we sail for further shores. To my true purpose. To my destiny. To the end of my road.
I will follow you as far as you wish in this world, brother. But if you mean to take us further, I may reconsider.
I do not think you will, Eivor. I think you will marvel at what I have to show you.
Still dwelling on your father?
Not at all. I was only reflecting on my visions, wondering at them. How present they are, like memories of yesterday.
Describe them for me, your visions.
My earliest was of a large door embedded in ice, far north of Herdafylke. The saga stone embedded at the top of its arch. As the visions grew stronger, the door opened, revealing many things. The life tree Yggdrasil, the golden fields of Valhalla, and the faces of our gods, all of whom called me friend, brother, warrior. I felt at home among them, warmed by their love.
You should know. You're not alone in this. I too have had visions.
Have you? And what did they foretell?
It is hard to say. I've seen Odin, leading me into shadows. I've seen spinners weaving wild destinies from pools of blood. I saw the great beast Fenrir, the branches of the World Tree, and a man with...
Go on.
Valka warned me of a great betrayal, but what form it takes I cannot say.
I see.
I hold to my oaths, Sigurd. You know that. Betrayal is not in my nature.
Of course not. You are a stalwart as a pillar of stone. Come now. My destiny awaits.